Our shielded metal arc program for our structural welders. This is the simulation lab. One of the benefits of having simulation is we're able to have our students be able to work in environments that are not readily found here in the Salinas Valley, such as snow and our truck driving equipment, or an open pit with our earth moving equipment. Advanced transportation is where students learn hands-on skills on how to work on automotive, tractors, and diesel equipment. Students are able to analyze individual circuits, but then continue to connect them through so we have the complete makeup of the automobile. One of the great programs that many of our students are going to start out with is they're going to come through here into one of our maker spaces, and students are going to start to work on programming and robotics. Those students may be in kindergarten all the way through high school. Once those students graduate, many of those students are going to continue on and come here to the LaSalle campus, where they're going to be part of our Computer Science in 3 program. That's a program in which students get their bachelor's in computer science in 3 years. The LaSalle campus is often referred to as the campus that let us build. It took an entire industry to come together with the knowledge and resources we needed to provide an excellent education opportunity. There's no one better to talk about this public-private partnership than Mr. David Gill.
Thank you, Clint. My name is David Gill. I'm with Rio Farms. I've been in the ag industry my whole life, and I'm excited to be working with Hartnell. We know what we need, and we know Hartnell can provide that education that we need as an industry. And we need additional training. We need technicians. We need automation. We need students who have software knowledge, and our equipment today is more technical than ever. So I think what we're doing here at Hartnell is, we're not only are we investing in the students, we're investing in the industry. The industry is giving the college the curriculum it needs so that the students are going to be able to focus on the right industries and the right training. And I see this going into the future and developing more and more, because the interaction between industry and the school is bringing these classes together and bringing more opportunity for everyone.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If anyone out there would like a tour of the facility, please contact us. We'd be glad to take you on that tour. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for taking my quick tour of the LaSalle campus. And now I'll hand it over to Chris Finson to explain her program.
Thanks, Clint. I'd like to show a little video I put together for this for today, and then I'll do some explanation after the video. Hi, everyone. First, let me thank you for being part of the CTE Career Expo. My name is Christine Svensson, and I'm the instructor in the Web and Development degree program. So let me tell you a little bit about the program, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me at my Hartnell email, which was at the end of that video, and I'll post it in the chat. So welcome to the expanding digital economy. If you've bought something online in the last 6 months using your computer or phone, you have a web designer or mobile app developer to thank. Web-based services have become even more important to businesses during this pandemic. They've relied on websites and phone apps to deliver food, shoes, digital content such as movies, music, and books. As the digital economy explodes, web designers and phone app developers are one of the few fields where a 2-year degree can get you a starting salary of about $60,000. As your education expands, so does your paycheck. As more employers move to remote work environments, what does that mean for you? Well, simply put, if you have internet access, a computer, and the skill set, you can practically work from anywhere, like maybe a condo on the beach or your bedroom in your PJs. One more thing, while we all need math, this degree doesn't require calculus, trig, statistics, or geometry. Instead, we give you real-world experience in industry standard software like HTML5, CS3, Photoshop, WordPress, Dreamweaver, and iOS and Android development, just to name a few. Look, I've sat where you're sitting right now. As a former Hartnell graduate, I worked in industry. I finished my degree while I was raising 3 sons and came back to Hartnell to teach. I expect one of you to take my job. You can do this. You can work in a field you like, get paid for doing what you like, and the digital web mobile degree gets you ready to take your place in the growing digital world. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm here to help, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. I'm done.
All right. Thank you, Professor Svensson. I really enjoyed your video. I've seen you make stuff like that, and it's really awesome. My name is Lindsay Vertoman, and I am your Administration of Justice professor here at Hartnell. And I've got a PowerPoint, if I can get it to go, there we go. And I'm a retired police officer. I also am retired from the military. I served in corrections early on, early in my career. My associate is Lisa Storm. She also is an attorney. She's an attorney, and we work together in the Administration of Justice degree program. Most people who think Administration of Justice think police work, but there's actually quite a little bit to it. If I get to the end of my presentation and I'm not able to give you all of the information that I want to give you, I want to make sure that you hear this. Hartnell College has a degree program, a degree in Administration of Justice. It's a 2-year degree. You can complete it in 1 year. It is fully online. You never have to set foot on campus. It is transferable, and the degree program will allow you to do what you want to do, Administration of Justice. And so we call it the fast track degree, and that'll be at the end of my presentation. But I wanted you to hear that first, because a lot of students want to hear how quickly can I finish what I'm trying to do. The Hartnell College ADJ program has actually 2 different degrees and 1 certificate. In the Administration of Justice program, there are the first degree is the AST, or the transfer degree. It's designed for students that want to finish at Hartnell College with your 2-year degree and go on to a CSU. It has it's not quite as robust as the next degree I'll talk to you a little bit about, but it has Administration of Justice units, 12 units of the major electives, and then a total of 60 units altogether for the degree program. Most students who use this want to go on to a 4-year school and also continue in whatever they choose for law enforcement. So there's a lot of different opportunities and avenues available for that. It's good for transfer students, but it's not quite as robust as the Associate of Science degree. Now, the Associate of Science degree is designed for CTE prep and transfer. And just so we don't miss it, this particular degree is also transferable, but it doesn't have the same design. It uses 21 units of the required major courses for for your ADJ degree, and then 9 units of restricted major electives. So you'll get a lot of ADJ, administration of justice units in this degree program. And then you have to take 30 units of general ed. Now, this particular degree is designed for, it works for transfer students, but is designed to get you the competence that you need to be able to work in the field that you're looking for. And so one of the things that we found when we started designing degrees like this is the fact that most agencies, including that fall under POST, the Peace Officer Standards and Training, will not promote you unless you have a 2-year degree or 60 units. And actually, most of them say you have to have a 2-year degree. And in corrections, that's going to be, you can't do transportation, you can't work correctional counseling. There are a lot of different things you can't promote. And so this degree will help you get there. If you're on patrol, this will allow you to get your shift differential once you get your 4 years in. Correction, your 7 years in. And it also will give you an opportunity to continue your degree program when you do a 4-year degree.
1 minute notice.
Oh, 1 minute already. I'm glad I said what I needed to say then about that. We also have an Administration of Justice Certificate of Achievement that is designed for you to quickly increase job skills. The reason for the certificate is so you have a stepping stone to go up to the AS degree. So it requires 21 units and 6 units of required courses, and you can easily take all of that and turn that into an AS degree. We have 3 different specialized electives. So as you look at your degree, if you have a career course in mind, career track in mind, correctional science, paralegal, criminal justice, those are available to you. And finally, let's circle back to the fast track, because this is what you're going to want to hear. 1 year, never set foot on campus, take all the courses you need, and you are completed a 1-year degree that is transferable and will also get you the job skills you wish. I'm available anytime via email, and Yuvia and Celia will share that with you. And I also, you can also send your questions in the text into the chat. Thank you very much. Over to you, Clint.
Thank you very, very much. As you guys can start to see, the real secret sauce to any community college is the faculty and their interaction with students. And to give you a little bit of a highlight of what some of our students have to say, this is a video we're going to show. It is going to be talking about agriculture, but I want you to, when you hear agriculture, really fill in any of the different majors at Hartnell, and the students are going to be answering very much the same. So here we go.
My name is Miguel Gomez. When I was at Hartnell a couple years ago, my major was agriculture production, and now currently I'm pursuing my bachelor's at CSUMB. Majoring in the AGPS, which is the Agricultural Plant and Soil Sciences, and working full-time.
Well, my name is Tony. I'm currently a junior at Cal State University of Monterey Bay. I was a transfer from Hartnell College. My degree, just like my colleague Miguel, was also ag production. I'm currently working as a pest scout in the Salinas Valley, working for an independent PCA, and I look forward to, doing more things postgraduate.
My name is Angelita Cisneros. My major at Hartnell was ag production and plant science. I transferred in 2020 to Chico State. I'm majoring in crop and horticulture and currently doing some research here at the Chico farm.
My name is Jeremy. I did the automotive program at Hartnell. From Hartnell, I went to the My Chevrolet dealership. So I was a mechanic there for a couple of years. Ended up moving to Pepe Material Handling. So all I do is work on forklifts, scissor lifts, boom lifts, some diesel stuff here and there, mostly hydraulics. And yeah.
My name is Marta Aro. I was majoring in ag production at Hartnell, and right now I am on my last semester at CSUMB, majoring in environmental studies with a minor in environmental science.
My name is Moises Gomez. I was a plant science and ag business major at Hartnell College, and I'm currently pursuing a bachelor's in plant science, plant and soil science at CSUMB.
For me, it was meeting new people, learning new stuff. Being in an automotive program, you learn shop safety, you learn how to use tools. You also meet people at different levels. So you meet people who've been in the business or have family in the business that been there for years, and you share stories and all that. You create relationships with your fellow students. And from there, not only do you learn stuff, you can get open doors for new opportunities for, like, say, new job careers.
I was able to travel outside of the state of California through Hartnell. I went to Chicago, I went to Washington, D.C. I was able to network with a lot of industry people. I actually went to the PMA here in Monterey, and meeting everyone there and talking back with people that I met from Chicago, I was able to do a micro internship all the way in Anaheim for the PMA as well. So I think it's just a little bit of everything.
There's a lot of programs and services at Hartnell that you can do, whether internship or outside in the community. It's not only for agriculture, there's a lot of other things, technology that you can play around with and do your own thing and get involved.
The internship program that Hartnell has established. So through that program is when, about shy of 3 years ago, I met my general manager. So for the company I work for, I've been there shy of three years, like I mentioned. I started as an intern. And to be honest with you, aside from my grit, passion, and whatnot skill sets I have, Hartnell provided that opportunity of meeting, which is now my future boss, right, through an internship program. So I went through a couple interviews with a significant large pool of candidates, and I was selected or earned the spot. And it's been like I said, shy of 3 years, and because of that, I'm actually checking in with all you guys out of Yuma, Arizona. So it's opened up many doors for me to also, like a couple of you said, not just in Salinas. I mean, agriculture, needless to say, the salad bowl, right? But there's so much more to it. So I've been in Yuma, Arizona for the past couple of months, and the growing season for the leafy greens is going to end here pretty soon, and I'll make my way back to Salinas if all goes well. But long story short, adding to what peers were mentioning about traveling, it's opened up many doors, and it's there's much more to the world than so agriculture in Salinas. It's a beautiful place.
And like we've all been talking about how the connections that we made with our instructors in the past, they're always open to provide those letter recommendations, and they make you look like the greatest student ever.
I think that's what makes it great, is the fact that you meet everyone in your class, you make great friends, colleagues, you establish relationships with, your instructors or your counselors. I mean, there's counselors that I still reach out to when I have a question, whether it's with any application that comes my way. I feel more comfortable going to them. And same thing with staff or previous instructors. I feel like we've built that one-on-one relationship because we've spent so much time together in a smaller setting, right? So you can go up to them, and ask them whether it's a personal question, whether it's a question, regarding what should you do, what's next. The instructors that I had at Hartnell from a personal level are very insightful, are very passionate about what they do. They don't just show up to collect a paycheck. They show up because they care about the student, they care about the school, they care about themselves and their reputation. So I'm extremely grateful for all the opportunities and the mentorship that they have to offer.
Your professors, they might not seem like they're rooting for you, but they really are. They want to see you succeed. And I can say for experience, go to office hours, talk to them. And I can guarantee you they will sit down step by step and walk you through it.
So I think what we're all trying to say is that Hartnell has great professors that even if you graduate after, they will help you. I was able to connect with a lot of ag industry leaders. In my phone, I have a lot of contacts now that I can email them and call them, and whenever you need a letter of recommendation or advice of anything, or the struggles that you're probably going in college, they will help you.
I am at the place that I am now in big part to Hartnell. Hartnell is building a reputation, and we're a part of that. We're helping because we have the work ethic, the passion, and we're just hungry to learn. So don't listen to these gurus that tell you that it's going to be easy. It's not, quite frankly. Everyone's got a different situation, and I will speak for myself. Parents migrated from, an outside country at a young age. I'm the middle of an older sister, younger brother, low income family. Our only source of income was my mother. My father had cancer, had lymphoma. So since we were young, we started to see struggles. And call it crazy, but at the age of 5, 6, or 7, you're young and you're starting to see that there's issues, there's struggles monetarily, and you're just trying to find a solution. So you grow with that, and through your high school, through your college career, you start to see and you want more. You actually want more. You actually want more on your plate.
When you go to Hartnell, like Miguel said, you don't have to be book smart and you don't have to come from an ag background. Hartnell helps you get there. And what I like about Hartnell is the classes are small. So if you don't get a material, you can always talk to your professors after, and they're more than willing to help you out. Tutoring, there's a lot of things that you can do. You just gotta ask the question. Don't be shy. That's something that a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna ask a dumb question, or maybe I just didn't.
Well, someone has to say it. There's no audio.
Our
There is audio. You just have to reload.
Do I need to reload?
Yeah.
All right, let me reshare, make sure I'm sharing sound, video, share. I will.
No, we lost it on the girl.
On this right here?
No.
Angelita.
Angelita?
Hartnell helps you get there. And what I like about Hartnell is the classes are small. So if you don't get a material, you can always talk to your professors after, and they're more than willing to help you out. Tutoring, there's a lot of things that you can do. You just gotta ask the question. Don't be shy. That's something that a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna ask a dumb question, or maybe I just didn't get it, and the professor is gonna seem like that I'm not paying attention in class. No, go ask.
For me, it would be, I'll tell myself to work smarter, not harder, because there'd be times where you're stuck in a hole, you feel like you're just not be able to jump out of the hole or obstacle that you're running into. Say you're in an automotive program, you're trying to diagnose a certain problem and you have no idea what's going on. Kind of just break it down to yourself. You got to learn, got to know what it's doing, what it has to do, and work your way around it. You learn skills from other fellow technicians that you meet along the way, and you learn more ways that your professor can also teach you. For Escoto, he would teach me all ways to use certain tools, learn ways to not to injure yourself, all about shop safety. And yeah, simple as it is, work smarter, not harder. Don't strain your brain. I always tell the new people that I meet, it's okay to feel uncomfortable. And there's no such thing as a dumb question. For me to get over that obstacle, I was always asking questions. I was never really afraid of looking dumb, because something that I won't know, I'll probably use it in the future, you know? And just continuously, just everything I've learned in that class, I brought it with me to all my future jobs that I've experienced, and outside of work, in work, along with just people that I meet. You learn so much.
But when I came into the classroom, I decided on I think it was on my second week, when I'm like, hey, this is what I like. Let's just do it. You know, don't be afraid. Like Jeremy said, if you're somewhat uncomfortable, that's actually a good thing, because if you're there and you know it, you're in the wrong room, most likely, right? If you know the subject. So to keep it short, that's kind of the route I took, having my goal set of kind of a general idea of what I wanted to do in agriculture, right? I just pushed myself and overcame that fear, so to speak.
I always say that if there's something you want, you'll make time and you'll put in the effort to get it done. So I think that just honestly, maybe not finding the balance, but you know that you're going to have to cut back on some areas. You're going to have to either go out to eat with the friends or sit down and do your homework. I think that's where it kind of comes down to it. And I think a lot of us sometimes really don't think about it. We don't put it in perspective like that. But if you want to get the job done, that's what you have to do at the end of the day. So I think it's just learning a balance, and then also being very open about what you're going through. So communicating with either your boss or with your teachers. I know a lot of professors at Hartnell, if you let them know like, hey, I have a really big thing going on at work, like I'm not going to be able to make it, or I have to leave early, they're more than understandable. Like they know, you know, you're not in high school where it's just go to school and focus on school. Like they understand you have outside work.
And there's no better place to start than at Hartnell College, because it's small and it's welcoming, and it doesn't matter how scared you are. It doesn't matter, you know, how intimidating it can be, and it's not, right? I mean, they have small classrooms, the staff is friendly, you know, you're gonna make friends quick, and you're gonna grasp whatever material it is or whatever profession it is that you wanna go into. You're gonna grasp it quick. All you have to do is stay dedicated.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to graduating this semester. I love school, I love learning, but I think it's time, you know, to just focus on work and being a better me.
Me being the youngest technician in my fleet, I'm 23 years old. Everyone around me is 40 and up. And I always look back thinking, before Hartnell, I didn't know anything. I didn't know what a wrench is. I didn't know what a ratchet was. I didn't even know how to take off a tire. I didn't know how to change oil. And if it wasn't for Hartnell, I wouldn't be where I'm at now, working on these big machines, being down and dirty and covered in grease, and let alone me being out here in Yuma, outside of California for the first time. That's such a big opportunity for me, my family, being the first person to go to college, and being able to just help family out in general, you know, being their mechanics, helping them out, teaching them new things, along with giving advice to the newer students coming in, telling them, you know, to not be scared, don't be intimidated by people that know more than you. You'll eventually get there eventually. It just takes time, and just don't stop pushing.
I see myself as my own hero, but my own hero is 10 years away, and I'm never gonna catch up to my hero, which is a good thing. Why? Because tomorrow I want to be better. I want to be better than what I was yesterday. And so that just continues to push you and motivate you to continue to learn. And that's something I learned at Hartnell, is that when you walk into the room, and I learned this the hard way, is that you're not the smartest, you're not the best looking, you know, you're not the best at whatever it is that you may think you are, or whatever it is that you want to be. But again, that's not a bad thing. That's a really good thing, because that shows that you have room to grow. That shows that you have potential. That shows that there's something more that you want to achieve. And so, you know, as long as you keep pushing yourself to be better than what you were yesterday, to be smarter than what you were yesterday, to know more than you did, I think you're on the right path.
Hartnell has given me the opportunity to see the world outside of Salinas, and I'm grateful for that, right? Ties in with my passion, my work ethic, and everything, my skill set. But part of all that I just mentioned was provided, looking back, with Hartnell. The instructors, the programs, the extracurricular activities, committees, you name it, the labs, the teacher's aid, everything you can think of, Hartnell can provide and has. So use your resources. That's the one thing I want to also emphasize, is they're there for a reason. Use them to your advantage. Keep pushing yourself. And I'll finish with this. Go Panthers.
Sorry for the little hiccup there, but thank you very much for that. And I'm now going to share my screen again because we're going to move right into some of our agriculture faculty.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Clint. My name, so I'm here to talk a little bit about the Agriculture Business Technology Institute. After I'm done talking, I will, my colleague Richard Chapman is going to talk a little bit about manufacturing at the Ali-Saul campus. And yeah, if you could move to the next slide. So my name is Emily Rustad. Just a little bit of background about me. I went to Michigan State University where I graduated in 2011 and UC Davis in 2018. And I have been at Hartnell as an agricultural instructor since 2018. So if you end up, I recognized a lot of the students in the student testimonial, and if you do end up coming to Hartnell, hopefully I will get to know some of you guys too. I just put my email address, and you are welcome to contact me at any time with any questions that you might have. Could you go to the next slide? So I just want to share a little bit about some of the different degree opportunities that you have here at Hartnell. In the testimonials, you heard from a lot of students who are involved in agriculture and who pursued some of the degrees that we have listed here. What's really great about Hartnell is that, and especially about our ag program, is that you really have a huge diversity of degree options. And depending on what part of agriculture you want to be involved with, you really have lots of different options. So we have a lot of different options if you're interested in transferring to a four-year school, as well as a number of different specializations for pursuing your associate's degree. So you can major in agriculture with a specific area of emphasis if you have something that you're particularly interested in. We also offer certificates that can be completed in a shorter period of time. I'll say a little shout out for food safety. I run the food and do a lot of the food safety classes, and we offer a program that feasibly within a year, you could complete your food safety certificate to get you certified to work in a food safety environment. So just depending on what you want to do, you really have lots of different options. You go to the next slide. So those are some of the degrees that we have available. And again, ultimately, what you want your degree to do is to lead to a career. So what are some of your options after Hartnell? In some of the testimonials we just saw, we saw a lot of students who are currently working and many who have transferred to four-year universities. So I just put some links in here. We unfortunately don't have time today to talk about all of the amazing career opportunities that you have. But what you can do is you can check out the Hartnell catalog to see some examples of the different careers that a specific degree can lead you to. And I also put in a little plug for our coordinator of job and internship placement, Belen Gonzalez. She's amazing, and she is a great person to talk to help guide you on your path to figuring out how your degree can lead to your career post Hartnell. And then again, many of our students end up transferring directly from Hartnell to a four-year college. So you can get an Associate of Transfer degree from Hartnell, and that's going to prepare you to transfer to schools within the CSU system, the UC system, and or a private college to pursue your four-year degree after you are done at Hartnell. So there's lots of different opportunities. I can speak mostly to agriculture, but Hartnell is, has tons of different majors that you guys can pursue. And now I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Richard Chapman, who's going to talk to you about manufacturing.
Yes, hi. My name is Richard Chapman. I'm actually a brand new instructor at Hartnell. So I can tell you, coming into Hartnell College as a new person, everyone's just been wonderful. The faculty and the staff are just amazing. So you look forward to that if you come to Hartnell. A little bit about me. I actually come from teaching high school at Minarets High School, which is near Fresno. And I'm a graduate from Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo. I actually got my start in college at Rustad College, which is a community college. And so I feel that that was a wonderful choice, going through the community college first. It helped me get into my university, and it helped prepare me for the university. And my email's there as well if you'd like to reach out to me about manufacturing. Next slide, please. So what we're currently doing with manufacturing is we're actually updating it to the newest technology used in industry. So we're actually going to start focusing on electronics, mechatronics, robotics, and automation. And what you'll notice that in manufacturing and agriculture and all of CTE, we have a ton of industry support. So if your goal, which it should be, is to get a good job, all the major employers in the area directly support our program. So you'll definitely have a foot in the door getting into careers in the area. So hopefully that sounds pretty good to you. And if you have any questions, more information to come later on manufacturing and our upgrades. But if you have any questions, please reach out to me.
All right, Richard, and thank you. You got it right in on time. I was just trying to click over to give you your warning, and you caught me when you're on. So thank you very much. And now time to transition to healthcare.
All right. Thank you so much, Dean Cannon. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very excited to share a little bit about some of the other programs that we offer. One of the things that is great about Hartnell is, as I was looking at those students, it really doesn't matter what you're focused on. All of the faculty are very supportive of the students. We're very excited to see the growth and the potential that you have and the careers that we have available for you. I want to speak to the nursing career specifically. We do have a variety of nursing programs. We have both the vocational nursing program, degree and a diploma, and we have an RN program, which is a degree program. So our our VN programs are 3 semesters. You can complete those semesters in addition to your prerequisite courses. And at the end, you're able to sit for your licensure exam and become a licensed vocational nurse, either with a diploma or with a degree, depending upon the additional courses that you take. For our RN courses, you would complete that in 2 years plus your prereq courses. At the end of your 2-year program, you'd be able again to sit for your licensure exam and become a registered nurse. Right now, it's a very exciting time to be a nurse. As you all are aware, during this pandemic, we have a great deal of job security. There's a huge need for nurses. Our students are out there in the front line and they're working with those heroes. They're making a huge difference with our ag workers. They're working in the community. They're working in long-term care facilities. They're able to do education as well as vaccines. And it's just a super exciting time to be a nurse. So I really encourage you, if you have that calling or that curiosity, to consider being a nurse. We do have additional programs, but right now I'd like to share a little bit about our students and let them share their passion with you.
My name is Raul Randaris, and I am a student at Hartnell College. I also am a licensed LVN, which is licensed vocational nurse. And I'm currently attending Hartnell College's RN program, by the way.
No. He was already. Let's try that again.
My name is Raul Randaris, and I am a student at Hartnell College. I also am a licensed LVN, which is licensed vocational nurse, and I'm currently attending Hartnell College's RN program. By the way, I did get my LVN or licensed vocational nurse training at Hartnell College. So high school's a crazy time. You're going through a lot of changes and you're thinking about your future, or you're not thinking about your future like I did. And you know, you're coming to a conclusion as to whether you want to continue your education. Continue your education, please. Opportunities are better once you're educated and you have so much more at your hands. For me personally, nursing came late in my career. I was doing medical management, and then I had a situation where a family member unfortunately passed and had to have nursing care in the home. And I saw that and I said, wow, that's something that meant a lot to my family member and to me personally, to the point where it wanted me to look into getting my education. And I did so at Hartnell. I got my licensed vocational nurse license, and Hartnell's a great program because guess what? I'm back. And I'm back in the RN program, and I'm so thankful that I had that opportunity in Hartnell. So nursing and these crazy times can be a bit perplexing, but I gotta say, for people that are taking the nursing program now, I think you're getting much more infection control and safety education than you may have in the past. So going out into the field, once you've graduated, and you will, with Hartnell, you will have so much more training and be able to walk into a situation and be confident and know what you're doing and know that you're safe more than anything. I did it for my family, for those that I loved and those that I love, and I did it for myself. Nursing is a career, not a job, a career where you can start in one area and move forward continually. My personal goal is to one day be a nurse practitioner. Had I started earlier in my career, I probably could have gone further, but that's the great thing about nursing. You can start at any time and still have a great career. I wouldn't recommend it. If you know this is what you want to do right out of high school, do it. And Hartnell, for me, was a great choice, and hopefully it will be for you. Thanks a lot.
Garcia. I'm a third semester LVN student at In 2009, I became my mother's caregiver. She was in and out of the hospital and got diagnosed with cancer. Because of this, I got really acquainted with the medical field. I got to see nurses interact with doctors and other medical for her care. That really intrigued me. I was like, wow, I can be a nurse. I can make a difference in someone's health. So being around on the daily really inspired me to pursue nursing. So in 2016, I applied at Hartnell, and I've been on the journey for nursing ever since. I think nursing is such a great career. When people are at their lowest and they feel most vulnerable, you are there to lift them up and provide competent care. For me, that is so rewarding. Nothing feels better than helping people. I like to think of ourselves as we give them hope when they need it. So not only is nursing very but it's a great lifetime career. Because sadly, there will always be, right now, a great example. There are far too many sick people than there are staff. COVID is very devastating, but one thing it has shown me how important it is. We are here to help our community and mankind.
Thank you. I am so proud of our students. We have such enthusiasm and passion from all ages, and it's really very exciting for me. I did not introduce myself. My apologies. My name is Dr. Sonia Shepard. I'm the Associate Director of the nursing program. I oversee nursing and allied health. In addition to nursing, we also have our respiratory care program, our EMT program, and public health. All of our courses are transferable to four-year universities if you're interested in pursuing a higher degree. As I mentioned, the BN program and the RN program do offer associate degrees, but there's so many opportunities for you. If you're looking at healthcare, if you want to be a hometown hero, if you want to make a difference in your community, I would love for you to join our program.
We do have one question, and that is, what are all the different types of nursing degrees that Hartnell awards?
So we have the associate degree for vocational nursing and associate degree for registered nursing.
Are there other questions from the audience? No questions.
What is your favorite part about what you teach?
For me, oh my goodness, and there's only 6 minutes left. I love teaching. I have taught a variety of courses, and I think it's not so much the subject, it's how it empowers the student. When the students get excited, when they're enthused, when they see themselves actually doing that and realizing this is their career, what they want to do, that fuels my passion. Whether I'm teaching psychology, whether we're going over injections today, whether we're going over pediatrics, whatever the subject matter is, I may be excited about it, but it means nothing unless my student's excited about it.
That's very nice. Thank you.
For allied health, we do have the EMT, respiratory care, and public health. Those are allied health programs.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Are there any questions? I'm going to go in from the front, the first presentation. Any questions for Chris that presented about creating apps, or Lindsay for the administration of justice?
Clint, we do have a question on the chat. What other allied health programs besides nursing, EMT, and respiratory therapy are available?
I believe I answered that.
You answered that? Okay, just checking.
Okay. How about any questions for agriculture, either manufacturing or agriculture?
Who is the ag teacher? So I can ask them a question, like direct it towards them.
Emily, do you want to go ahead and put your email address in the... Emily was having a little bit of a hard time with her internet today. She's actually dialing in from Michigan. We will go ahead and forward that information to you.
It's in the chat box now.
I dropped
there we
it in
go.
the chat.
There's Emily's. So Emily is one of our full-time instructors, and she was the one that presented today. Okay, now I'm sorry you guys didn't ask enough questions, therefore I have to punish one of my students. Ruby, would you like to come on and introduce yourself and talk about the Career Prep and Placement Center?
Yes, absolutely. Hello, everyone. My name's Ruby. I am a second year here at Hartnell, and this is actually my last semester. I work for the Career Prep and Services Office with Belen Gonzalez. I actually started there my first year at Hartnell as an intern, and now this is my last semester. So it's a really nice place where you're able to go, and whoever's working there at the time, it's the place to go to look for any internships, job placements, or just get more information on the college and the major that you're really interested in. They also offer a lot of workshops that help us get those skills that we need in order for us to be better job seekers or find just any resources that we need.
Ruby, I don't understand what an internship is. Will you explain what an internship is?
Yes. So an internship is something that you start off with. It's kind of like a job. It depends. There's paid and unpaid internships. In my case, the internship that I had kind of got me a behind the scenes feel of the major that I wanted. So my major at Hartnell is ag business and plant science, and I got to work in the industry and really see a lot more of the plant science area. And that was my experience, but each internship is really different. It depends on what you want to major in and what you're looking for.
Thank you so much. And nothing like me putting you on the spot, but that's my job. So for students out there, thank you very, very much for coming in. You see a couple of things there on popping up on our chat. There's how to talk to a counselor, financial aid. We heard this morning about the Salinas Valley promise and how to go to college for free. So what we really want to say is and the real goal that we're really trying to push out there today is we really want you guys to continue your education. If you go to MPC, it's okay. We're really, really proud of Hartnell College. We think that we're the best school because that's where we're at, but we want you to continue on. And we really want to encourage you to look at the careers that fall into career technical education. These are careers that can take you on to universities, but they also have really great paying jobs. So thank you very much for the time that you spent with us. And we are going to go ahead and let you guys go because I'm not authorized to give any hall passes. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Dean Cowden.
Thanks, everyone. Ruby.
Great job, Ruby.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry, I pushed the wrong button.
no, I think we can stop it.